Hey. I'm just watching the guys up here. Nick just throws stuff wherever he wants to throw it. I'm about ready to jerk him off that roof, man.
I think they all throw it. Well, this is what captured our attention as soon as we came down, is this flooring and this big house. This is a mini ace.
Beautiful. I love this color floor.
Yeah, I do too.
So this is number 2 mini ace coming out of the chute.
And this is on her paper, it says natural hickory is the color of this floor.
You were so tired of that gray.
I'm over gray. I don't want to see anything gray again.
And you know, this is good because it's still earth tone and it won't show a lot of dirt, you know? So I still like it. Like the gray is really awesome for dirt.
Yeah. And probably, do you want to show what Jason's doing? Because I bet everybody doesn't know what is going on there.
And that's that protective coating that we've got on the panels there.
Yeah.
And I was watching him, I thought, man, I wish we could keep that protective coating on it throughout the process and then, you know, when we're shipping. But it would be a hassle for the homeowners.
Yeah, it'd be too much for everybody to take it off.
Yeah, but man, you talking about protection from scratches.
But every one of them has to be peeled.
Both sides, inside and outside.
Yep.
Yep.
You wouldn't know that, so.
So what happens is these panels for this home are cut over in the dome. We have a panel room and the guys cut all the panels to fit. And on the American Dream, what we did, there's so many rough pitches and angles, it was awful. They would actually build the whole house over there, cut them out and number them and come over here and we'd put it together. Where the mini ace is why we're able to offer such a larger square footage, right, at a lesser price, is because it's a straight wall, 8 and 10, and in the sides, we just snap a line and cut it. So it's really, what are you pointing at?
Just Ace.
Ace. Hey, buddy.
He's going through that hole.
Ace, come over here. And so it's a lot easier for us to build. I don't say a lot, but it speeds things up. So this is number 2, number 3, and as we go, this becomes faster and faster. And of course, we'll put everything over there in the dome building. And that's where we'll be doing all the manufacturing of this home and the big ace. So this and Big Brother Ace will be done over there in the dome. But right now we're putting it through our line. They're doing an Incredibox right now. So as soon as that Incredibox is done, these boys will put the walls up around it. Of course, we get into the Thunderdome, the Siege Tower, and then that's where we put the roof on it.
That is a really long house, and it's 30 feet, 10 by 30.
Yes, for $49,900.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Now,
yeah.
I guess I should just point out too, as you guys can see, this is all the wiring that's inside this house, right? So everything, and then you got insulation showing in the floor, and of course we take pictures of this, and it's on our software so the owner can look and see where all the wiring is, all the plumbing.
It's all marked.
If there's ever a problem, we're able to reflect back at those pictures and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Let me show you here. So this wire is going through a rubber grommet right here, and it keeps it from rubbing up against any of this steel. So the boys cut this out, put a rubber grommet, and then they put their wires through this. That way when the wire, see, it's not gonna fare through that. You got it. So all these go up, plug, 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 plug. This is the bedroom. So we have a Charleston, this is a Charleston floor plan, and people will do some modifications. They can put a bay window here or a bay window in the living room. Of course, this is the kitchen area right here. And you got your sink, here's your kitchen sink, here's another, and you got, your bathroom. Wait a minute, you know what, Amanda? This is the bathroom, that's the kitchen.
Okay.
Because you got your toilet in here, so this is your shower, and you got your panel box on the back side of your shower.
Okay.
And this is your shower valve, it'll come up. So everything, and that's another reason why we try to keep our costs down, is because this is done with memory. So the guys know, they know to pull over here 2 foot and put this hole here for this plumbing. They also know where all of these wires come out every single time. So when you customize your home and you want it all arranged, that's why there's an added cost to any of this customization, because it slows down production. It could increase material costs, and it does increase labor costs. So I just wanted to explain that to you, that if you do have a customization, why sometimes it can cost money. Now, if you want to just add windows or doors, that's not a big deal. We can just snap a line and go on it. I apologize about that. But that's the reason for the added cost, and it's also the reason why we keep the cost down. And we're hoping that as we become more efficient with our time, that we can maintain this cost, even though maybe materials go up in cost or labor goes up a little bit. My whole thing is how can we keep these costs stable throughout the years so we don't have to just say, well, we're just going to go up in price because we've been doing it a long time. My thing is if we can make our profits and we can pay our bills and we can do this, let's crank these out, give this cost savings to you. We're still good, you're good, and everybody's happy. So I don't know if that's the smartest business way of doing things. I know usually it's to maximize your profits. And you know, I never, when I do a cost analysis, like Amanda and I, we come up with a price. We don't go and look around the world and find out, well, what is that size home actually selling for, apples to apples, and we can compare, and we're going to sell at the same price or a little under the competition. I don't do that at all. All I do is I look at what it costs us to build, material and labor, and then the time and what kind of profit and overhead, because we got a massive overhead that we have to put a price on it. That's an actual cost of the home. So we do that, we have our profit we hope to get at the end of the year. You don't know because you got slumps in sales and you got sales, and there's a lot at the end of the year can affect your profits, right? So that's how we do. Now we try to buffer that if we can, but it's so hard to predict. So what we do, boom, then we come up with a price. Right. So I think that's in a nutshell. That kind of got my mind going when we looked at this home.
When you started coming down the stairs.
Yeah. I don't. Again, I don't go out and look for other contractors that are actually building homes and say, hey, what are the information that you're providing for customers? Well, this is the information I want to show you all, because this is how we build homes. This is how we wire and plumb them. Now, we can go over to the other building and show you before they put the insulation and subfloor of where the wiring, and we've done that before and showed how the wiring and plumbing. Just for instance, all the plumbing that comes out of here is the last thing it goes, because you want to insulate, and then you put your plumbing on top of your insulation. That way, if it freezes under the home, the interior warmth of your house will keep these pipes from freezing. So none of these pipes are laying on the bottom skirt board underneath here.
They're laying on the top.
So underneath here is pressure treated plywood. The whole thing is pressure treated plywood, 2x6 floor joists. It's cantilevered 1 foot. Our trailers are very, very simple. 2 I-beams with some cross members and a tongue. Done. That's all we do. And I try to keep it super simple. Years ago when we were building these, they had drop axles, they had fenders, they had cross members, they had angle iron, and it was so expensive, so slow. And then we come out with, you know what? Let's build above the tires, right? So we don't have fenders to contend with. That speeded things up. And then now I know this is a little high, but what happens is when we have this style home, because we have a 10-foot ceiling or a wall right here, it's great because we still can contend with 13.6, because this is 3.5, 10, boom, we got 13.6 still. All of that goes in to designing these homes, and our experience over the years has evolved into a more efficient, cost-effective home.
Right. Okay.
All right, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna go look at some houses somewhere else.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.